Hi, Bo. How do banks typically underwrite a startup business? I'm interested in understanding the process as I plan to launch a business in the education space with estimated costs of around $800,000. In addition to having good credit, owning a home, and a stable work history, I also have relevant experience in the field of the startup. I am just lost on the loan process and how it all works. Thanks, Tucker.
So Tucker, great question. So I had a conversation a couple evenings ago with a lady, a woman, and she has a startup, has an idea, and very passionate about it, works in the industry. And when I was telling her about SBA financing and that if there's a collateral shortfall, meaning there's no real estate and there's no heavy equipment, so there's what we call a collateral shortfall, they would look for additional collateral, which would be a lien on your property. If you have a rental property, they're going to look to collateralize that to secure their position. So she was a little taken back by that because she didn't want to risk it. And so I always like to tell people that first, like if you have a bunch of equity in your house, the SBA guidelines are going to look to put a second lien on that property. So just be aware of that up front. It was a very difficult conversation with this lady because she was a little worried, like, well, that's my life savings. And so I always address that first because I think that's very important. Like if you really believe in the business and understand that, you have additional collateral, they're going to look for that collateral. But basically, we need a detailed business plan. On the business plan, depending on what type of business, this is an education business, feasibility. I would put in, what kind of education, children's education, what's the demand? That's what the business plan is going to spell out. We're also going to do 3 years of projections. But if everything checks out, you have good credit. On a startup business, most banks are going to limit their proceeds to 80 to 85% of total project costs. Some may do 90% depending on how strong you are as a borrower or sponsor. But all in all, this is why SBA loans are available. It's for small businesses to get ahead and to start. So this is very viable. I just want you to be aware of what it's going to entail, putting together a business plan, projections, feasibility, why this business, and really understand the business. But putting that together with your financials, that's all we need to get you a preliminary term sheet. So it's not that complicated. I just always want people to be aware of that. When you're looking to get an $800,000 loan, you're going to have to come up with 10 to 15%, possibly 20% of total project costs. You might have to put up your house as collateral. And most likely, if it's it's going to be a 10-year term with no real estate involved in the transaction, no prepayment penalty. But SBA loans fund a lot of startups, so it's very viable. So Tucker, feel free to book a call below. And thanks for your question. I think that was all of our questions for the evening. So keep them coming at investorfinancingpodcast.com/ask. We love answering questions that you have. We appreciate you guys watching the show, and keep on asking questions and we'll keep on answering them for you. Thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next episode. Hi, if you'd like to book a call with me and discuss SBA financing, whether it's a 7A or 504, or you just don't know where to start, maybe it's a startup business, you're buying an existing business, you're buying a franchise, you're building a new office building, you want to expand your existing business, we have multiple solutions. I can walk you through the 7A and the 504 and the SBA loan process. And if you have any other questions on any other types of financing, I'm happy to book a call with you. The link's below. Look forward to seeing you soon. Hey guys, Bo Eckstein here. If you enjoyed what you saw, please subscribe to this channel. We talk all things financing. I've been in the lending industry for over 20 years, and I'm happy to answer your questions and provide great content.